collectible giveaway at 1,000 subs. Please subscribe because we're having 5 NFTs. We're giving them away. 5 NFTs, 5 sport cards, and 5 comic books. All right, so real quick. By the end of this video, you're going to discover what is the best investment for you. Look, we're looking at Ethereum right now, $4,258. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what Bitcoin. Okay, so this is Bitcoin, but let me just mention, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just something I'm looking at. Okay, look, $62,000 and $62,089. You can get some Bitcoin. I mean, you don't have to pay that, but that's if you want one whole Bitcoin. That's what you're gonna look at spending. All right, what else can we invest in? What else? You know, look, recently I said I made a video. It made me really think, and then I made a phone call earlier today. I'm gonna wrap all this up all together at the end of the video. But go ahead, let's see what else can we invest in. All right, let's look at Ecomi. Ecomi's getting hit hard right now. The last day you can see here, it's dipped down. Okay, all right. Let's see what else can we invest in. All right, let's see. Here we go. We have an NFT collectible from Veve. Oh man, this is the Todd McFarlane. You could have picked this up for $79.99. Let's see. On the marketplace, 1.7K. That's a nice return. This is the first NFT for Veve. First Todd McFarlane NFT. What else can we invest in? And we're looking at the Ultimate Fallout 4 Secret Rare. Look at that. Initial investment, if you were lucky enough, $6.99. And you're looking at $3,100. Very, very, very nice return. Right? All right. So let's see. What else can we invest in? We're looking at Facebook stock, also known as Mark Zuckerberg stock. Look, Mark Zuckerberg is investing big into virtual reality. He's trying to change his company name, metaverse. It's just all types of craziness. And we all feel very positive that this technology of the virtual reality, this metaverse, is the future. People, instead of being on their social media, on their cell phones, they're going to be putting on glasses, contacts, God knows what, and they're going to be consuming, interacting, all of the content from social media and whatnot. So I really feel good about Facebook. This stock, this is what I really wanted to put a bunch of money into this. What else can we put our money into? Holy moly. We got a Michael Jordan 1986 Fleer rookie card. We can go ahead and buy one of these bad boys or buy a fraction of one of these bad boys. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest. His career is already cemented in history. We know what his stats are. They're not going to change. He's not going to pick up a basketball and go back onto the court. We know the stats. We know the championships. What else can we invest in? Oh boy, here we go. We got a classic. This is a mucho caliente, big collectible right here. This is Amazing Fantasy, issue 15, CGC graded 9.2. This is the first appearance of Spider-Man. If you don't know, man, this is mucho caliente, a big boy collectible. But let's see. What else? What else can we invest in? Let's see. I'm going to wrap all this up and you'll see what we are looking at a CryptoPunk on OpenSea, 15.45 ETH, which is $65,254. Which is the best? We're going to discover right now which is the best. And you know what? When I say recently, earlier today, I realized something because I was looking at all these different options, sport cards, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we got OMI, Veve collectibles, stocks. And I made a video recently and I did some research about what was the stock market what were people in 100 years ago, 1920? What were they collecting? What were they investing in? And they were collecting something, I can't recall what the name was, but it's pretty much worth like $100 to $200 now. The return is horrible when you look at the amount of years. And then the stocks, there was a stock crash in 1929 and all this and that. And so the article that I looked at and I shared, pretty much explained that people were investing in a small group of stocks and everything went down. But what people weren't doing where there wasn't enough diversification. They needed to diversify, put a little bit in stocks, put a little bit in here, put a little bit in there and whatnot. And, maybe put some in real estate. And it would help alleviate the blow when it crashed. So I was applying that to sport cards and NFTs and whatnot. So earlier today, I said I want to invest in Facebook. I went ahead and brought it up again. And I called Fidelity. I have an account with Fidelity. And I called Fidelity and I said, I want to move one of my mutual funds over to Facebook. And he said, I strongly advise you not to. He's a financial advisor for Fidelity. And I said, what do you mean? They're going to have virtual reality? This is the future, man. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. And I'm telling you. And he said, look, sir, you sound really excited about Facebook, but what are you going to do if something that you can't foresee happens and there's a different company that is number one? Or something happens to Facebook and they just can't, do it or whatever the case is. And I said, all right, well, what do you recommend? And he said, diversification. And it hit me. And I'm like, I just made a video about diversification. I said, what exactly do you mean? He said, put it into a mutual fund that's technology based where you can have these advancements, stocks that are associated to these advancements in technology, and you can reap the rewards and you don't have your money stuck in one stock. And I said, all right, you're right. I just made a YouTube video. I said, come and subscribe, bro. Come and subscribe. But you're right. I made a YouTube video breaking that down, diversification. I have plenty of sport cards. I have a Michael Jordan rookie card. I don't have an amazing fantasy 15, but I have some really nice comic books. You know what? I said, fine. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a diversified account in Fidelity where it's technology based. I said, okay. And so I said, I am going to, from now on, take a certain amount of money. I'm going to take a percentage. I'm going to put it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, OMI. And what I'm going to do is my sports cards and my comics, I'm going to have a small, because I already have a lot of stocks in that. I'm going to put a small amount in those. Very small. My bigger percentage is going to go to the assets I don't have a lot of. Bitcoin 2017, I got hit really hard. I took a loss after a few years, and I took my money out after a few years. Looking back, I should have left the money in. There was one account that I left money in Ethereum, and that thing, I don't even know, 10x, 100x is like crazy. It was just a few $100s, and I have a few thousand now. So now, I hadn't even looked at it in forever. I recently looked at it and I was like, holy moly. So now, with that being said, you don't lose until you take your money out. Look, I took the money out of Bitcoin and I took it at a loss. I didn't take my money out of Ethereum and I end up winning. So you got to be patient. Let it sit there and diversify. Don't go because I'm all like, I'm going to put all my money in Veve Collectables. Look, my strategy is I'm going to continue to try to get these drops, okay? I'm going to try to get these drops. Today I was able to get, Ultimate Fantastic Four That's my strategy with Veve. I'm gonna go and get the drops. Now, if it's a collectible that I don't really care for, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it in the marketplace, so that way I can add to my gems. And then when a drop comes that I really want and I'm unsuccessful, or I am successful, whichever the case is, I can use those surplus of gems for that. So that's gonna be my Veve strategy. My Ethereum strategy is I'm gonna go ahead and, right here we're looking at Ethereum, I'm gonna go ahead and put a percentage of money in Ethereum. And right now we're looking at Bitcoin. And I'm going to go ahead and put a small percentage of Bitcoin. And that way I've got my Veve collectibles, I've got OMI going, I've got Bitcoin going, I got Ethereum going. And yeah, I don't have a lot of anything, but I have a little bit of a lot. And I think going with that strategy, looking at what I learned from the past, from the stock market crash and what people were collecting in the 1920s, from that video that I made, from speaking to the financial advisor on Fidelity, and from looking at what happened to the Bitcoin that I took out, where I ended up losing, but yet the Ethereum that I left, I ended up winning. Let it sit there. Let it sit there. And I took that Bitcoin out to reinvest, and I ended up losing about 10 to 20% on that investment. But yet, in the long run, if I would have left it in Bitcoin, I would have come out ahead. So, look, this is just my experience, my losses. So that way we both can learn. You learn more from your losses. What good is it if I put this money in and I was successful and I just made money, positive money, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just put money in and I just made money. But no, we lost money. We learned because we lost money. Wanted to make this video, share my experience, share what I learned, share what I researched from the history, from what happened from 100 years ago, and what the financial advisor at Fidelity is telling me. That's it. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm hyped, but that's going to be my strategy. I wanted to share my strategy with you. So good luck in all your investments, in all your collectibles, NFTs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, crypto punks, NFTs, sport cards, comics, whatever it is. Just enjoy having it, but just don't OD on one platform, one vertical. Spread it around. Spread it around. If you're trying to, have a positive return, spread it around. All right, everyone. Once again, subscribe for the giveaway. Big time. 5 NFT, 5 comics, 5 sport cards, comics, all that craziness. Tomorrow I'm going to announce what item number 3 is for each.